Hey Rebels. Okay, so let's start off with this Kuan Yin card, and it says, "Sound the fierce flute. Discernment empowers you to make choices that are in line with your intentions, like a fierce sounding flute, cutting through all vibrations with purity and intent. Your discernment allows you to stay true to your values without getting caught up in distractions, to grow spiritually through love, joy, peace, and abundance. Make high vibrational choices that feel good to you, baby. Look at this beauty of this gorgeous card. When I first saw it, I was like, why you ain't a fish? Now, honey, her feet right there. Um, it's, it's the illustration is so beautiful. It's like, I don't know if there's actually a painting that is like this, but I'm seeing like the strokes of a paintbrush. Okay. So with that being said, and we are going to put that right about here. Can we fit that there? Yes, we can. Um, with that right there, Spirit wants you to know that you are a work of art. And even furthermore, they want to give you 4 with protection. Get ready for the good things you've been hoping for. You were born for a higher calling. Put your energy into going towards your ambitions, and the universe will align itself to provide you with the right people, circumstances, and resources to make things happen. But I know we're running through cards, okay? Because we got a message here. We got a message here. Spirit got some stuff to tell you about yourself. You have extreme opposite and you have motivation. So there are, when I saw this extreme opposite, I heard, "You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. I guess you think this song is about you, don't you? Don't you?" Yeah. So somebody has that energy of, they feel that you believe that you are better than them. They feel that you believe that you are big shit. And why do they feel that you're big shit? Because obviously it's not you that's feeling that way, honey. You're perfectly fine being yourself. Spirit wants me to bring attention to these two first cards that came out. So here you have the 10 of Swords. But then, and Spirit said, don't flip them over yet. Okay, we're going to say that. And then you also have the 9 of Pentacles. Now, here with this 10 Swords, you got your ass whooped in ways, right? You got your ass whooped in ways. People done put swords in your body, and I don't know, one of them swords definitely belongs to you and has your initials and your marker on it. Like, you ended it with that final strike to yourself. That was the sword that you put in yourself. All these other 9 swords were swords that other people put in you forcefully, sneakily, investingly of themselves. Right? Spirit said, put that back over there. Right? But here with this 9 of Pentacles, Spirit drew my attention to, there's a white bird here and there's a black bird there. There were people after you for whatever their personal vendettas were with you. You've been getting a lot of projection energy towards you. You've just been coasted. Honey, how is it that you keep this white so clean within all of this environment of darkness? There's a lot of illusions that was exposed to you. There was a lot that was exposed to you about yourself, about your strength. I'm trying not to look on the table because I'm rather excited about what is here on the table. I just took a brief candor, but either which way, you didn't realize how close this person was, and this person was already here. I need to cut my nails. We're already here. Well, I thought it had cut them. It's just, it's a little nick there, right? So Spirit is saying that there's a little nick or something. There's a little bit of, there's like, what is it called? Sawdust in your vicinity. But back to this, that you need to take care of, the handle, clean, sweep, detox, bleach down, whatever the heck you need to do. You know exactly what it is though. But there was somebody here in the tower right in your face, doing all types of shit, pulling all types of antics. And you felt that was no need to be concerned about them because you were walking free. But little were you aware of, that's part of the reason why they were after you, part of the reason why they remained in this tower, because they entrapped themselves. They allowed themselves to stay there. They didn't even realize that there was nobody keeping them or preventing them to be free as well. One moment. They didn't realize no one was holding them prisoner but themselves. And Spirit said for a lot of these people, they still don't realize no one is holding them prisoner but themselves. But that tower is going to come down. All right. Now, let me explain something else that also happened. When I was going in between the last read and this read, I was readjusting my buttocks in the chair. Confirmation with popping the wrist, flick of the wrist. Yeah, handle that shit. But yeah, adjusting myself in my chair, and it's like my hand slipped, and it got me right here over my some what I would call it, like my non-jailhouse resurrection tattoo. Even though I never been in prison, was in a holding cell before, but don't consider myself to be had been put in jail because there was no charges brought against me. Matter of fact, they couldn't even find my name and information in the system, and even though I was perfectly fine with that because those situations, I was just around the wrong people, and the prison folk, well, the jail folks, being police officers and everything, looked at me like, "What the hell are you doing here?" Like literally, let me out the cell. Why are you still here? They were supposed to have been released you. We see how little you had to do with it. We see how you didn't want to have shit to do with it. Set your ass free. Go home. Literally. I tell you, when I reflect back on myself, the most outstanding, goofiest of serious moments. But anyway, so I was adjusting myself in a chair and got this tattoo done from Bad Tattoo Shop. But when I turn it to the side, I can tell what it says. But this is personal for me. This is like my rite of passage to some shit that I never want to write a passage to. But anyway, so this tattoo says resurrection. And I was getting in my chair and my hand slipped on the back of the chair and it got me right here, honey. It just got me right there. And it got me right there so harsh that it burned. And I looked at it and I was kind of concerned of whether I was going to have a bruise or whatever. But I was so bossed up in that energy, like, oh, you trying to Golden Child me, huh? The movie with Eddie Murphy, Golden Child, where he woke up from his dream and he had markings from his dream when he was attacked from his dream. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. You tried to Golden Child me. You tried to take, first off, they tried to take me out. Whatever energy that was between that read and this read, definitely did try to take me out because they tried to get me right here at the slit of a wrist. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? But you know what? I don't mind at all because it didn't follow through. It did not complete its mission. All right? And the fact that it tried to Golden Child me, honey, go Golden Child, all right? Be the Golden Child. All this pain and everything that you have been through, everything that you have endured, people try to take you out by getting you to take yourself out, by getting you to feel like you did not belong. Here, now, thank you, Sword. We're going to go this way. With the energy of the Ten of Swords, here, being supported by the Nine of Air, which is the Nine of Swords. They were trying to get at your ass. They wanted you depressed. They wanted you worried. They wanted you to have anxiety. They wanted you to be in nightmares. They want you to not be able to even sleep with the spirit of yourself. They wanted you in your daydreams. They wanted you in your dreams. They wanted to just, they couldn't take you out. They couldn't get you down. They couldn't get you to attack and surrender yourself. They could not get you to break down. Like, they wanted you at rock bottom, but honey, you've been at rock bottom so many times. It's such a familiar place for you. It's such a familiar place to you that, oh, goodness, projection. Rock bottom is such a familiar place to you that when you're at rock bottom, you don't even realize that you're at rock bottom because, honey, you always on the move and keep on climbing up. Ain't no heartbreak hotel for you. I'm looking at these cranes right here, and I immediately got what's her name? Solange Knowles, crane in the sky. All right, if my voice wasn't cracking so much right now, honey, I'll bust out in them tones for you. But crane in the sky, right? Matter of fact, Spirit said pause right there. We need to come down here real quick. Matter of fact, we already did that, Spirit, but they want to reiterate. People sending shit to you all the damn time because they feel like that they are confined in spaces that they can freely leave from. They don't have to be a part of those communities. They don't have to be a part of those ways of life. But for their reasons, their paranoia, their fear that they are trying to, mark as a beauty mark on them, and it says beauty of the beast, honey, getting an itch in the back of my throat. They doing it to themselves. It's no longer anybody doing anything to them that they are not volunteering themselves for. And that's what you realized about yourself. You had volunteered yourself for things that you did not care to volunteer yourself for any longer. Honey, they trying to give me a hot flash of a coughing spell back here. You know that when you're in the classroom and you know a test is coming up or something is about to happen that you in such deep anticipation of, but you know what's going to happen. You know you can't prevent it, but your body start feeling all fiery and hot and overwhelmed, and just you start coughing like crazy out of nowhere. Honey, that's what they're trying to do with me, but guess what? I'm prepared. I got my water. Oh, honey, I'm just not seeing 3, 4, 6. Okay, 3, 4, 6. All right. So they wanted you to be in this heartbreak space. So with the crane in the sky, I'm noticing how this crane right here. Oh, I miss you, Billy Bob Thornton. That's my crane name. Yeah, I got a crane here in the city that I'm in. There's this crane that I frequent. His name is Billy Bob Thornton. I just love saying Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah. Anyway, probably a Gemini thing because Angelina Jolie. But anyway, yeah, this crane. It seems as if they could not get their what do they call them? Their feet, their stilts off the ground. It seems as though this ground is obviously so far away. This crane right here did not realize that it was already in the air, that it was clinging on to being a part of the ground, being a part of the earth, even though you're still a part of the earth, even though you're in the air, because the air is an element of the earth. And here with the magician, Spirit said that it was such a blessing. It has been such a graceful period and point in your lessons to have been able to work with you. Because for so long, there was parts of you in the past, you felt that you were soaring. You were soaring through all that stuff. There's parts of you in the future where you felt your higher self just flapping its wings, loving the glory. But this middle version of you could not get his feet off the ground. This middle version of you was stuck. So you came to Spirit. You met Spirit. Spirit came to you. You and Spirit met at this meeting place to teach you how to alchemize that energy, to teach you how to alchemize your fear, to teach you that it did not matter how many swords were stuck through you, honey, you still have on that suit of armor. You still have on that suit of armor. Spirit, I don't want to turn it around yet. But Spirit said, let's turn it around. Because Spirit know that I know, that you know, that none of them swords pierced you to defeat you. It attempted. The forest beyond the trees, you couldn't see it. It attempted to defeat you. But an eclipse happened. Throughout all of this and the remainder of the tree, an eclipse happened. They said, don't turn that one around yet. Okay, fine. An eclipse happened. The moon and the sun came together as one to show you none of those things defeated you because you still got life in your body. You can still look at the evidence of everything that attempted to defeat you to realize that you are still here and you are still conquering yourself. It might have pierced you a little bit. It might have even hurt you a little bit. Does that guy have on a shirt? I can't tell. But anyway, honey, Spirit said if this isn't reason enough for you to keep on going, if there's somebody specific here who has been back and forth in this energy of doubt of what is their cause, what is their purpose, if they have been revealed as much as they have been revealed about the likelihoods and the actual existence that is here on earth. Spirit said you got a lot of reason because you are the marker of capability. And Spirit wants you to know that you are the marker of capability to all those who don't believe that it's possible, for all those who are looking to believe that it is possible. Honey, spread your wings and fly away. You got a lot going on. Here with the earth, the full earth, north, south, east, west, north, south, and all those other ones. I'm sorry, north, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. The dynamics of yourself and how you have had to pay attention to where everything was coming from with this Five of Wands. Where was those messages and those downloads coming from? Why was those messages and downloads coming to you? Whose tower that refused to crumble? Whose tower that they refused to crumble? Was those messages coming from? What were those attacks? The Spirit said, no, it was fire on the end of those wands. But you also, the birds of supports, the birds of messages that was coming in your direction, in your every which direction, always showing you that there was a clear path for you to take, for it to be taken. You just had to get out of this comfort zone of holding on to what it is that you felt was so stable through all your storms, tornadoes, and natural disasters, to let go of and trust Spirit. And trust, no matter how dazed and confused that you were. How is it that these birds, these messengers feel so comfortable? Because I tell you, I get uncomfortable. Somebody flick a light around me, honey, I'm ready to fight. Watch that now. Because don't be burning down anything around me. Because even something as simple as a light, I feel like people be mishandling that stuff. Okay? And I understand some people do it out of comfort and their anxiety or just out of habit. But it's like, stay the fuck away from me with that stuff, okay? I'm not so trusting with people with fire. But how is it that these birds are so trusting? One got his tail hovering over the fire. It's not bothering him at all. He's worried about he's concerned himself with the worm. One, his whole neck is over the fire. He's concerned about the worm. One is surrounded by the fire, but is concerned about the worm. The message said no matter what weapons were formed against you, it did not prosper. It did not prosper at all. The messages got to you anyway. Honey, keep on moving along. Six of Earth, what's it? Six of Pentacles. Okay? Six of Pentacles. Here with the High Priestess. Spirit needs you to understand with everything that you've been through, everything that has tried to defeat you, everything that you even believed at points had defeated you. You got the lesson. You understand the lesson now. You understand the mission. The mission of the Six of Earth is that there's a circle of life, of giving, of receiving. And I know I've been saying reciprocity a whole lot, honey, but ain't it beautiful? This High Priestess is giving me the energy of the dark empath as well. Let's pull this in closer. I need to take again at this. It looks that she has baby. You have graduated. You done went from the High Priestess who is in her light, who has the balancing of the, what do they call them? The pillars of dark and light, to deep diving in the dark empath of the High Priestess. In fruitfulness, I'm looking at the fruit that's in her hand. Not being ashamed to hide wide in the open of darkness. Baby, you're not ashamed, nor are you scared or fearful of hiding wide open in the darkness. You're not even hiding. Because I'm looking at her eyes now. Is that white eyeshadow? Look at that. What can I bring it? Is that white eyeshadow? Or are her eyes open? The predators can never tell. This is like that High Priestess of, you know what, I'm, like I said, prepared. I'm well equipped. I wish a motherfucker would sneak up on me and think that I'm asleep. I'm giving back to the earth because it's a circle of life. I'm receiving from the earth because it's a circle of life. But don't think that I'm asleep on anything. You're going to have to get right up in my face just close enough to realize whether that is white eyeshadow or whether that is my eyes being wide open. But either which way, eyes open, eyes closed, I know what you're up to. I know what I'm supposed to be giving. I know what to receive and whom to receive from. I know whom and what should be given to. You're no longer in the dark about yourself. You are willingly in the dark spaces with yourself. Being able to see and hear things as clear as day, even at night. Baby, we moving right along. 21. Council of all beings, baby, which is the world card. With the 8 of Pentacles. Everything that you do from this moment forward and from moments prior to and going forward, know that you have others paying attention to you and watching you, not necessarily always from a space of wanting to steal from you and take you out. But Spirit said this is your reason to continue forward, to keep on going, because there are those who are learning from you. There are those who are seeing that they are capable. There are those who are so blessed to have experienced someone like you. There are those who see you as an angel. I heard an angel in disguise she was, but not the whole Brandy song. There are those who question themselves about, there it is. They are questioning themselves. Were they drunk when they met you? Because they had to been touched. They feel like they had to been touched by something that, they can't quite format to understand is actually here in reality. There are those who you have been an angel in complete functioning operation in their presence. And others would deem them as being cuckoo for cocoa busting crazy if they was to ever share the internal experience that they had with you saying words that seem so simple to others. So Spirit said, know your strength, know you, know the power that you hold, know your authority. Know that there are going to be those who feel that you are so righteous that, of course, they're going to want to tear you down. Moving right along. The Messenger of Air and the 4 of Wands. What I'm being brought to attention to is, even though this goose have wings, and even though this goose can clearly, potentially, possibly fly away, this boy, this page, the page of swords, has feathers on his shoes. I'm sorry, right around his ankles. The courage of the curiosity of this page. And Spirit is also saying this page as well as you. The enthusiasm of yourself to adapt to the truth of that there is magic within you. From all that perceived defeat, from all that heartbreak, from all that defeat, from all that rest, from all those eclipses, the authority of learning and leadership, being willing to be the student, being willing to show up and be the teacher, no matter how frightened you may be of, is this really possible? That's a celebration to be had within its own rights of yourself. The fact that you have that level of excitement and freedom of yourself, that anything is possible, that anything can be. Spirit will love for you to continue on with that. This is a message of life in your reasoning. Don't make me cry. I'm willing to cry, but I want to be able to see the rest of this clearly. I'll cry when we're done. Spirit is saying that they are definitely celebrating you in any form of way and likeness that you perceive yourself, that you see yourself, that there is a union of your strength, a union of your mindset and your capability, bringing your mental awareness to right here with this water and the edge of all your emotions. Honey, listen, Spirit says somebody be edging with their emotion. And if you don't know what edging is, go Google it. Spirit said you get yourself worked up within your emotions, and then you're like, you know what? That's enough right there. That's good enough. I understand what type of emotions I need to have. I understand what emotions are logical for this situation. Now, mentally, how do we match up with it? And so you're not overdoing shit. And so you know that you are staying in perfect alignment with who it is that you can be. Honey, why am I smelling spaghetti? Honey, watch out. I'm smelling spaghetti. And nobody in my house cooking. Nobody in my apartment is cooking. especially not spaghetti this early on in the day. Spirit said, caution yourself with who food you eat. Remember that. Don't feel that just because people are bringing, yeah, they said, come on over. Just because people are bringing food for nurturing to you or because they want to share at the table with you, don't trust everybody's stuff. They said some things at those times, it is important for you to understand that is a fasting of discernment. That is a fasting point of discernment for you not to consume what others are dishing out, whether it be food, whether it be intelligence. Babe, do you hear that long confirmation? That is a fasting of discernment, because usually where I stay at, honey, that horn would have led to a crash. Goddess of water, being a queen of cups, you are birthing something so beautiful with yourself that even now, notice, I'm not going to bring it in, but notice all the streams, the different direction that these schools of fish are swimming. That's the hair. That's your wisdom. That's your intellect. That's your baby double government. That's your intellect. That's your intelligence. That's everything that you have gained. For someone to come and cut your streams of abundance, your streams of income, anything would be considered completely disrespectful. But as well, Spirit said it can grow back. You can start again, but don't let them. You don't let them. You don't give it to them. You don't let them have those opportunities of being able to take it from you. They say no longer align yourself in an energy where your ignorance seems to be bliss, but later on you find out that your ignorance was actually your misfortune. Your misfortune and your missed fortune. Your missed fortune and your misfortune. Okay. Spirit said they said what they said. But to have the Queen of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles. So it's your caring space. It's how much you care. It's why you see that others should be cared for. That has seemingly got you caught up all the damn time. That transition, whether of you want to get in one good last round with people before the season change from everybody being outside and you not knowing when you're gonna see them again, because the season of fall has now come, and you know winter is not too far off, and that's the time that you're gonna need to invest completely in yourself. The Spirit said they need you to get in the confirmation, the embodiment of having those year-round cycles. That is just not one specific season that you put work in for yourself. They need you every season. Put work in for yourself. Work in about yourself. How you equate, how you show up, how you measure. And so you don't get discouraged by how you show up in different seasons because of the time of year that it is and the point in times that you choose to be an investor of yourself. Baby, listen. Come move it on about. It's practical leadership. This is practical leadership. Okay? You birthing it, you get to eat the fruits of your labor. The fruits of your labor. No matter how many different directions they come from, honey, do understand, people move the way that you move with you and what you allow and what you permit with you. And that has been your lesson throughout so much of this. Ten of Earth being Ten of Pentacles. One moment. So here with the Ten of Earth. And get your water if you need to drink some, honey. Here with the Ten of Earth being a Ten of Pentacles. And the Three of Wands. Spirit wants you to know that you are always welcome home with them. That you stop seeing all these mushrooms on this path as poisonous. That your discernment to be able to, and maybe you're not really actually here down on earth, picking through mushrooms, but it's the spiritual concept of it, right? that you have been able to be discerning of what fungus is good fungus and what fungus is bad fungus, and that you have not let it hinder you off of your path. That there is so much stability and legacy that you are now able to not just pass on as an inheritance to your own offspring or to your own communities, but to others. You are inspiring others to build communities because of everything that you have gotten out the mud, everything that was of your hardship, the light that led the way for you, which was your hardship. Times that even that you felt that it was brighter days, the pain that you were so stone-hinged about what you were really dealing with. Like you stonewalled yourself about what you were dealing with. But Spirit said, here in the darkness, baby, here in the darkness, you now see the truth. You now get you. You now understand why it is that you went through the things that you went through. Why it is that you had to endure. Why it is that you lost people that you never thought that you would lose. Be it by titles, and you had such a hard time doing this, huh? Be it by titles, be it by how it made you feel, but you even realized that people who you had certain titles for, that you called a friend once upon a time, after evaluating yourself and your life experience, you realized that they weren't really a friend to you, that they really weren't a loved one for you or to you or about you. So it's like you are now remapping out your story and your blueprint to see things for the actuality of what it was versus what you experienced it to be back then, way back when you once were. Spirit said, let's move about, honey, because we're about to let you go. You need to go sit with this. You need to go realize who it is that you are. Is that a fairy? It's a freaking fairy. Honey, you got guardians all around you. Messengers all around you. Know it. Know it. This is you bringing back to balance. Cleaning yourself up. Baby, listen. So, 7 of Pentacles over here. What you gonna do next? What is it that you are gonna do with all of this? And Spirit said we can now flip this over. What are you gonna do with all this? Who deserves it more than you? Who deserves it because it can benefit, because it came from you, and not in this person up in this tower trying to send out a bird to, go deliver you a poisonous message. But honey, because there's something about you that feels like home and feels like possibility. Now, Spirit said you do not need to enforce this on somebody. You do not need to make someone believe any of this. They are literally going to experience you as an angel. They are just going to experience it as that. They are going to experience you as that. That every message, they are going to hang on your every word. Those who are meant to be accepting of your word. You are abundant. You are so blessed. There was things that was meant to take you out, and it didn't. Even come back over here to this 9 of air, which is the 9 of swords. There was things that you weren't supposed to be shown, be seen. People was just supposed to see you of the trauma. At least this is what they thought. I'm noticing even these cactus plants here, right? And cactus plants are very nourishing because within them is water. Though they have their thorns, even the flowers that come from cactus, they didn't want you to be seen. But Spirit said, once again, this is a fuck damn weekend, huh? Oh yeah, and P.S. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday weekend to me. Yeah, if you made it this far, yeah, thank you very much. Why is Elvis Presley coming up in my message? Somebody else did. Thank you very much. We're gonna have to figure that out. But anyway. All right. So the Spirit says, nope, these two. So, Moon Illusions. Queen of Wands says, set this here. Queen of Cups. and the Chariot. And at the bottom, honey, they said top and bottom. All right. You let go of the fight. You're letting go of the fight. You're not fighting with anybody no more. You are being rather, I guess this thing right here, this lizard, this nightmare, right, will say that you're being very controversially conflicting because they want you to just take it, but you're fighting back. You're fighting back. Oh my God. You didn't think that you can be as fierce as it is that you once were, the fierce as it is that you, if you once were fierce, or you tried to muster up the ways of being fierce, you didn't believe that you can balance out being fierce and being bold and being, as they perceive, all that they think that you are, and being emotionally connected and being in tune and being fair in the one person. You felt that you had to be one or the other. And this is the illusion that is the sun. Notice even the sun and the moon here. Remember the sun and the moon over here. Spirit said that, no, you be yourself. Don't fight with these people. They ain't got no fight in them. They bullies. They ain't got no fight in them. They don't even know what they fighting for. That's more of a reason why they don't have any fight in them, because they don't even know why they've been fighting for. So you ain't nothing but a hound dog crying all the time. Coming over, and they trying to stop you from making your way to the water to get that luxurious light of yourself. This shit is this is coming in fast. This shit is not the shit like the shit that come out of somebody's ass. But honey, you gonna damn near want to shit yourself when you witness who you are, and you gonna understand why others feel that you think that you're better than them. I'm being told to get this card. What is this about? Honey, the King of Wands. He said, let them look, stay on your throne. Don't let nobody move you, because you are matching the energy of all those who you are meant to match the energy with, of your higher self, your higher vibrational self. This isn't nothing about you being a bitch or anything. Of course, they're going to call you everything good. Of course, they're going to call you everything bad. But Spirit said, be bold, be outgoing, be courageous, be yourself. Be yourself, because you know better now about that give, receive, and a cycle of life. It says, if you are noticing changes within you, it's because you are leaving the old version of yourself behind. You are elevating and shredding unnecessary layers. Old cycles are ending and new beginnings are on the horizons. You deserve this chapter. Okay. 1919. Gotta love it. With cycles, karma will be paying you a visit! Exclamation mark. Exclamation point. Release the need to control, because you are not forcing. You cannot force things. Release the need to control, because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that you don't repeat in the future. Oh, so that they don't repeat in the future. Okay. Make some space for new experiences. Rebels, I love you and I adore you. But go live your life. Go make it do what it needs to do for you, babe. And express gratitude. Because Spirit said, yeah, you was a lot to work with, but you a whole lot more that you are about to experience with yourself. And it's going to be magical. It's going to be great. Know that you know how to protect yourself now. Know that you are not a prisoner of those towers. And you never were. But unfortunately, for those others who choose to remain in those towers, that's why that lightning's going to have to strike that shit down in order to remove them from it forcefully. So rebels, love you and I adore you, but you got to go live your life. To each their own, right? Go make your life do what it needs to do for you, babe.